And of course, a lot of Nigerians know that you're making that as your person. Of course, we will like to dissociate from those kind of language and allegations, which you may not be able to find your backing legally for right now. But let's stay on the issue. And the issue is that the conventions of Parliament world over is that you will find in Parliament that the leading party or the party in the majority leads the parliament. Is it not just honorable, like Mr. Oshomole just asked, that the Senate President, Bukola Saraki, steps down for the party that is in the leading number?
Yeah, I want to say that that is also not correct. When Alhaji Aminu Waziri Tambuwal left the PDP to join the APC in 2014, it was celebrated by the APC. And not only that, the APC made an official statement that he will not lose his office and he will remain the Speaker of the House of Representatives. So at what point now are they now saying that Saraki should leave because he left or decamped from the PDP, from the APC to the PDP? So, that is not, we have laws and there's no rule that says that it is the majority party in the National Assembly, either in the Senate or in the House of Reps, that will produce the leadership or the presiding officers of the Senate.
In leadership, in democracy, Senator Melaye, if I may quickly butt in, sorry. In leadership and democracy, there's what we call the legitimacy of office. If a leader loses a legitimacy, especially if a leader in parliament loses the support of the ruling party, because it's not only the chairman of APC that is asking Senator Saraki to step down. It looks so much that some senators of the APC are saying that too. So if he loses the legitimacy, will he be able to continue as a Senate president?
The Senate is not a marketplace. It is not a community or town union association. It is governed by extant rules and laws. And I also want to disabuse your mind that the APC have the majority in the Senate. It is not true. When we resume, you will get to know that the PDP is in the majority. As I speak to you, we have 4 of their members who have already indicated very seriously to move from the APC to the PDP. So I say it with every assertion in me that the PDP is in the majority in the Senate, and we will prove that when we resume. So the issue of majority, APC having majority is fallacious, is malicious, is laughable. It is not true. And I want to say that majority or minority is not a yardstick for the election or sustenance of the Senate presidency seat. And why are they perturbed? Did they vote for Saraki to become the Senate president? They were all having pilgrimage and excursion in the International Conference Center when the PDP and few of the APC members elected Bukola Saraki as the president of the Senate. They were not part of his election as president of the Senate. So why are they worried where he belongs to now, whether APC or PDP?
Senator Melaye, let me quickly ask you this also.
42 votes.
Sorry, if I may quickly ask you, the PDP is alleging that there is a new plot to impeach the Senate president. But with what we saw last week, when there are allegations by PDP senators or lawmakers that there are moves by senators or lawmakers of the APC to remove Senator Saraki, but it just appeared, or it turned out that that was not exactly true because those lawmakers were not there at the end of the day. How do you hope that Nigerians will believe these new allegations of a plot to remove Senator Saraki that is coming up from the PDP leadership?
I also want to say again, once again, Sheung, you got it wrong there, that the plot to remove Saraki is real. A meeting held in Adams Oshomole's campaign office in Aso Drive. We have video and pictorial evidence of the members of the Senate meeting in Adams Oshomole's office after they left the DSS headquarters. And that meeting held, it is the courage, the tenacity, the bravery of the PDP senators and House of Rep members that deterred them from coming to carry out their satanic intentions. And I want to say that they will if they try 10 times, they will fail 10 times. The battle to salvage our democracy from these political cankerworms and financial scavengers is a battle of no retreat, no surrender. Within the ambit of the law, we'll continue to protect democracy and protect the legislature and the parliament. And I want to say that that plot has not ended. They are still plotting. And we are waiting for them to come. And I say we will not allow them to destroy democracy for their selfish interests.
Let me quickly ask you, some of these lawmakers are asking for the National Assembly to reconvene because of some issues of state. Do you think that the Senate President, as the presiding officer, will reconvene the Senate next week?
The President of the Senate and the Deputy President of the Senate are the most considerate human being that I have seen. They actually gave a lot of mileage to this failing government to see if they have the capacity to ameliorate or palliate their problems. But I want to say that on the day they invaded the Senate and used the SSS to shut down our gates, the presiding officers of the National Assembly, under the leadership of Senator Bukola Saraki and Yakubu Dogara, already invited the chairman of INEC to come for a meeting on a way forward. And the meeting was disrupted by the invasion of the Senate by the DSS. And I want to say that the leadership of the National Assembly have met again, and they've agreed that they will, take this. They had a meeting last week with the chairman of INEC, and they've come to a conclusion that they will refer this issue to relevant committees for parliamentary work and contribution. So the issue of resuming is not a problem. If there's any urgent need for resumption, not only the violence of the president, any other reason that necessitates resumption, the leadership of the National Assembly are not shying away from it. And I want to say that we should not look at this as something, as a problem from the point of view of the National Assembly.
Okay.
The president of the country, President Muhammadu Buhari, ought to have presented this budget alongside the 2018 budget. He did not do that.
Let's take a break now, Senator Melaye. Sorry, I'd like to pause it for a moment. We'll take a break. Up next, APC PDP draw battle line as the war of supremacy continues. We continue on this line of conversation. Join the conversation. We'll be right back after now.